Well, good afternoon, everybody. We just got checked into the hotel and are on our way to lunch. I messed up. I accidentally booked the room for yesterday instead of today, which is something I have not done ever. But thankfully, they still had one king room available, so we booked it. It would have been better to have two queens, but I'll take what I can get at this point. The room is a little bit more than what we paid for yesterday's, but at least we have a room. And they were nice enough that since I booked this room today and even as a a rewards member with Wyndham, they were able to cancel my reservation, or they were able to refund me for yesterday's reservation, which is really nice. Something they didn't have to do since I technically no-showed. So yeah, but we did get the room, so yay. Now we're about to go eat lunch. We're gonna walk over to lunch. I found this place on Google Maps. I am starving. It took about 2 hours between the time we basically got off the ship, booked an Uber, and got to our hotel. So it's been a long day so far. So right now we're just doing lunch. We'll see where the day takes us. So came to this place, Tap 42. I got a chicken taco salad basically, and they got themselves a burger.
Yeah.
Well, good evening, everyone. We just ordered pizza from this Italian kind of chain place that's not too far away. We got delivery. I was really excited. We stayed at the same place last year, and there was a Mediterranean grill downstairs that was really good. Well, unfortunately, that Mediterranean grill is no longer, and they now serve American food. So we just ended up getting a drink down there, and then we found this, or Eric found this pizza place. So we just went ahead and ordered some pizza. So I got a gluten-free, and of course he got a regular. Okay. Oops. Alrighty, everyone, here is our pizzas. They look delicious. So Eric got a pizza with prosciutto, mushrooms, tomato sauce, and mozzarella. And I got this Rio de Janeiro pizza, which has this catapiry cheese. It's like a cream cheese type of cheese. And it came with shredded chicken, tomato sauce, and mozzarella as well. I got it gluten-free, and it actually looks really good. And the sizes in comparison are basically the same size. The only difference is this crust is a little bit thinner. But honestly, I'm so used to gluten-free being a lot smaller. So I'm really excited that these are the same size. But we're going to dig in. Well, good morning, everyone. I am here at the Miami airport. We are just getting ready to board now. For my first leg of my flight to Nashville. It is a 100% filled flight, and I couldn't fit my hat in my little bag, so I'm wearing my hat from the Shiprock Mania theme night. I know I look ridiculous, but hey, it's the only way I'm going to be able to travel with it. Note to self, choose a less bulky costume next year. Well, good morning, everyone, and greetings from Nashville, Tennessee. I am here at the gate waiting for my flight to Pittsburgh. My flight from Miami made it here on time. I did have a bit of a walk to my gate. We landed at the B terminal, and I had to walk over to the C terminal. It wasn't too bad, though. And then I realized I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. People give me looks for my holographic purple cowboy hat in Miami, but I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Almost everybody has a cowboy hat on, so I fit right in with it. But yeah, so this flight is on time, and we should be boarding soon. I'm really excited to get home. It's been a long day. I ran into a couple of cruisers on the plane and talked most of the time, so I'm hoping I can sleep a little bit on this plane, and yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention, while in Miami, I got to see Air Force One for the first time. Nothing political about it. I just think it's really cool to get to see it, and I've never actually physically seen it in person, so that was really cool. Well, good evening, everyone, and happy Monday to you all. I realized this morning that I never actually closed out this weekend's video. I did make it to Pittsburgh safe and sound. I got one of my favorite seats on my second flight, which is in the very front row in a window seat. I was the very first person off, and I was really excited. I booked it down to the escalator. However, I had a major hiccup once I got to the escalator to get down to baggage claim. I went to put my phone in my pocket, and as I was doing that, it slipped out of my hand and it bounced off the escalator railing. I thought it was going to fall back onto the escalator, but instead of doing that, it went the other way and it fell all the way down through the construction area. I think some of the scaffolding broke its fall because there's not a single dent or scratch on my phone, not even a crack in the screen. I couldn't believe it. I was fully expecting the screen to be shattered to pieces, but nope. But after that happened, I was freaking out, trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this dang phone. And thankfully, I was able to locate an airport police officer who was able to help me retrieve my phone, and he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get to that area, so he called someone. And as I was waiting for them to come, I did have my laptop, and I Facebook dialed my ride and told them that I might be a little late. Thankfully, they were able to get my phone for me, and I am so grateful to that officer. We ended up not even needing to get the doors open that were locked. There was another way in through this opening, and he was able to get in, and I was able to look through the netting and find my phone. I, of course, am not the only one that has dropped things down that construction zone. There were a whole bunch of water bottles, some neck pillows, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I guess it's pretty easy to do, and I feel like maybe they should put up some type of barrier to prevent that from happening, not just for me, only because other people drop stuff as well. But after we got back into the city, we went to Bingham Tavern on Mount Washington, and I got a burger and some tater tots. It was really good. And then when I came home, I literally slept for like 3 hours. I was so exhausted. But I'm glad that I was able to get some sleep. I did sleep for like an hour and 15 minutes on my second flight, which is great. But once I got up from my nap when I was here at home, I did start to edit my videos, and I got 3 of my Shiprocked videos edited, including the first weekend in Miami, the first and second part to the Shiprocked. And after I finish this video, I'm going to put all of this past weekend together, and I'm going to edit that. And then I still have to edit my packing video, which is the first video that will get uploaded, but it's the one I'm going to do last, just because it's not as fun. But I did have a lot of fun this weekend. We ended up going to this restaurant I found on Google Maps called Tap 42. It was decent. The only issue was the music was extremely loud. Like, I needed earplugs loud, and I don't understand why you need to have music that loud. And I wish we would have sat outside because it wasn't as loud out on the patio area, but you know, we could barely hear ourselves talk. I don't know if it's a Miami thing, because there was another restaurant that had their music just as loud. Like, I've been in nightclubs where the music wasn't as loud. So I don't know. But the food was pretty good. And then after that, we went and got ice cream at a place called Sloan's. It was a place I found last year, and I didn't get to go. It was pretty good. It kind of had like an old-fashioned ice cream parlor vibe to it. It was really expensive. I know we were in Miami, but it was like $7 for a scoop of ice cream. But it was good nonetheless. And after that, we found this bowling alley right across the street. It was a little pricey at $25 a person to bowl, but we did have fun. It wasn't the most well-kept bowling alley. You know, the lane wasn't very polished, so that made it rather hard to bowl. And I didn't do all that great. I am a little rusty. It's been like a couple years since I've gone bowling, but we still had a lot of fun. And after that, we went back to the hotel. We went back to the hotel and we did a little plane spotting. One of the reasons I chose the hotel I did was because of its close proximity to the airport. And because of its close proximity to the airport, the planes fly really low over you. And when you're out on the patio where the pool is, you get a really neat view of the planes. And one of the unique things about Miami Airport is that it is an international airport, and they get a variety of different airliners flying into the airport. And yes, there are other international airports all across the country. Pittsburgh is one of them, but it doesn't have nearly the same variety of planes that the Miami airport has. And so I find that really cool. And you get a variety of planes as well. Now, there are different runways, of course, on Miami Airport, and the runway where the planes that fly over us land is a little bit smaller. So some of the bigger planes, like the 747s, don't typically come over our particular hotel, which was kind of a bummer, but we were able to see some on the other runway a little further away. But I was able to see a Swiss Air, two Air France's. I saw another French aircraft, and I saw a couple of others as well. I finally saw an LOT, which was cool. My mom saw one last year. And then there was a British Airways 747 that looked like it was going to be coming to our runway, but it ended up going to the other runway. I did get a little bit of footage as well. It's not the best footage because it's kind of far away and it's over kind of a building, but that was really cool to see as well. Now I have this like flight tracker app that my friend turned me on to last year when we stayed at the same hotel, and it's really cool because you can see all the different planes that are landing at all the different airports, and so you can tell which airliner is landing, let's say at Miami Airport, which airliner is landing and at which runway they're going to go over, which is really cool. So I was able to kind of anticipate, which planes I wanted to capture, and I just thought that was really fun. I'm not an airplane geek or an airline aficionado. I just think it's really cool to see all the different international flights coming into Miami. I also saw, when I was in Miami, Air Force One, which was really cool to see. I've never seen it in person, and honestly, that was the first 747 I've seen up close. I've never flown in one. I've never been on an international flight. We don't really fly them here unless it's like a cargo jet, so that was really cool to see. A bucket list of mine is going to St. Martin, and I hope that I can do that in the near future at some point, and I can see planes like 747s and everything land literally right over your head. So I just think that's cool. So yeah, and then we were gonna go to the restaurant at the hotel like I mentioned earlier in the video, but they didn't have the same menu as they did last year. But we found this really great pizza place, and it was delicious. I ended up having the second two pieces on the plane for breakfast, and honestly, if I ever go back to Miami, I would definitely order them again. I don't plan on I don't plan on staying an extra day next year. It's just a lot. But I do plan on going down not just one night before, but 2 nights before. This whole early flight nonsense, I just can't do anymore. I don't have the stamina for it. I'm just tired all day long because I get no sleep the night before. And then because I have so much going on the night before, I don't catch up on sleep. And then it just messes my whole trip up. So yeah, definitely staying one night, extra night before the cruise. And then I'm not staying again after the cruise. Maybe I will. I just don't really see a reason to. I kind of wish I would have went back Saturday, but it's okay. I still had fun yesterday. But this concludes the second weekend in Miami video, and this will be posted soon. I'm going to be posting my packing video and the first Miami video this week. The packing video should be up tonight. Monday, which is the 27th, it'll be up. And then on Wednesday, I'll do the first weekend in Miami. And then the following week, I'll have both parts to the Shiprocked video. And then the week after that, I'm going to do my last weekend in Miami as well as my cruise haul and show you everything I got. on the cruise and a port in Miami. So look for that. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.